Hey y'all, I'm Chris and this is It Worth It, y'all? And welcome back to another episode of Quick Canning Cuisine. Today, we are gonna make what's called, and I'm reading my recipe, easy chicken and corn chowder. So we get to use our canned broth and our canned corn today, and we have a lot of leftover turkey, so we're gonna pretend like the turkey's chicken, and we're gonna use the turkey from Thanksgiving to do this recipe. So stick around, here we go. All right, Greg and I are gonna work this recipe. This recipe is from allrecipe.com and it is called Easy Chicken and Corn Chowder. And the first thing it starts with was melt butter in a large saucepan, and it calls for a cup of butter, which, I mean, any recipe that starts with a full stick of butter, I'm happy about. So we're gonna get that going, and Greg's gonna help me chop up a bunch of stuff to add to this pot. Greg is diligently chopping up all of the things that are gonna go. Basically, it's a mirepoix that's gonna go in first.
Okay, so I've put the vegetables that I chopped up, the onions, carrots, celery, and teaspoon of garlic into the melted butter, and we're just gonna let that soften up, which take a couple minutes is all. You still want them semi-crunchy.
All right, well, Greg's got his vegetables going. The recipe calls for a separate stock pot heated up for the potatoes. And it says that we need to go in with the potatoes. And Greg, how much stock? Come on.
Stock was 4 cups divided.
Okay. Oh yeah, because it needs, so I need 3 cups in here, and then we reserve 1 cup for later, I think. So I'm gonna pour. Oh, that's not the cup side. That's the cup side. Almost. Okay, there we go. We're gonna let these potatoes cook, and I'm gonna go cut up all the leftover turkey.
Okay, so the recipe calls for me to add the flour now. So I'm gonna add that to this melted butter and the vegetables, and then we gotta keep stirring it because you're kind of making a roux out of it. And that'll take about 5 minutes because you wanna make it a good paste and you wanna get the flour taste out of it.
All right, well, Greg is making his paste. This is one of the turkey breasts that we had left over from Thanksgiving. We did not cook a regular turkey this year. We did just turkey bibs, which are the turkey breasts only. And I don't know about you, Greg, but I think that worked out better.
It did.
Most people don't like the dark meat on a turkey, and it ends up going in the freezer, and then we end up wasting it because we don't use it in time or we just forget it's there. And so I think having these turkey bibs instead of the full turkeys was the right way to go. And we also smoked a brisket, and I think that was the winner. This Thanksgiving was the brisket. I think everybody enjoyed that. What do you think, Greg?
Oh yes, the brisket went over quite well.
It's funny too because we have family members that are, you know, they like smoked meat, and they're just like, we don't want to ruin that big of a piece of a meat. And I don't know how you ruin that big of a piece of meat as long as you keep your fire right, you know what I mean? But it was pretty good. So we're gonna dice this up. I'm gonna get it in. I'm gonna let the potatoes get soft before I put this in there, because this goes in with the potatoes. And I'm gonna shoot you back over to Greg and show you what he's doing.
Okay, so I've turned off my heat. I've got it to the consistency and the color that I want. And the smell is just how we would like it. Burnt smelling, it's not flour smelling, it's right in between. So we'll just let this cool down a little bit while the other stuff cooks up. And then eventually we're gonna put it all together.
All right, we got those potatoes started real good. We're gonna open up and add corn. And it calls for 3 cups of corn. And this is 4 cups, so we're gonna do our best to leave a cup in here. There we go. And then it takes 2 chicken breasts, but we are gonna do that turkey breast that we had left over. I'm gonna stir all this together and get it heated through.
Okay, so now I am going to add the remaining stock, which was 1 cup of stock, into my vegetable paste. We'll get it all good and mixed, and then we'll add it into the soup mixture over there. Okay, so I've got that cup of stock in there. We are going to add the soup mixture to here just because this pot is bigger. So we're still mixing them together, so it's not gonna make any difference.
Yeah, which way it goes. It's just, yeah, that would not have fit in this little baby pot. Okay.
So what I'm trying to do is just make sure I bring the vegetable that were at the bottom, trying to just kind of fold in, rather than stirring it, folding it in to get them all divvied up amongst everything else. So what we're gonna do is let this simmer for a few minutes so it thickens up. That's what that paste was for. Okay, so we're gonna add our half and half.
And I thought we should double the recipe. That was crazy.
We'll do a pinch of nutmeg. And as you notice, we have not done any salt or pepper. So we'll go ahead and salt it up. I'm a professional now, so I don't use measuring cups. I go with love until it tastes not good and I get in trouble. That's a lot of stuff in there, so
yeah,
we'll just go with that and mix it together. Can always add more. Can't take away.
Oh, this looks good. Now I want clam chowder, and I want fish chowder, and I want... I'm so glad it's soup season.
Okay, so we're gonna bring this to a boil, reduce the heat to low, and simmer until the potatoes are tender, about 20 minutes, which we probably won't have to go that long because we softened up our potatoes first.
Yeah.
So we just kind of, to make it go a little quicker, that's why we boiled the potatoes separate instead of mixing everything together and then bringing it up. You're still going to get your flavors melded together because it's still going to sit here for 5-10 minutes and blend all together. That's why they want you to do the potatoes that way. So now I'm going to have to step away because I have a problem with always needing to stir.
All right, the chowder is not thickening the way we'd like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to temper some of this flour. So all I did was pull some of the liquid out of the pot. I'm going to add this flour. So we're going to make and thicken this up a little bit. A lot of bit actually, because that's a big pot. What I want to do a little bit at a time. We're tempering this kind of the same way that we temper eggs. So this flour doesn't clump. So we're gonna make this paste and we're gonna add it over there. That's gonna thicken up see how it's almost like gravy? Now we're gonna add this over to the chowder. Ooh, that's hot. It's gonna take a month to get this to cool off so we can eat it. And that's gonna go in like that. Should thicken up here real quick. That'll just let that go for a little bit. If we need to do it again, we do it again. Because as y'all know, once this thing comes to a boil, that's as thick as it's gonna get. All right, we'll let her come back up. See if we gotta do that again.
Need any salt, pepper?
I don't know, here. I don't think so, but here, you blow on it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, all right, let's serve it up.
Okay, there you go, folks. Chicken corn chowder. And we're gonna serve it up and eat some dinner.
All right, y'all, there we go. We are gonna enjoy some chicken corn chowder that we made with turkey. And it smells so good. We're gonna heat up some leftover rolls from Thanksgiving as well. and we're gonna call it a night, y'all. Thank you so much for sticking with us on this episode of Quick Canning Cuisine. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And until we see you on the next episode, bye y'all.